First, I would like to share a wish and a prayer for Bruce Willis, his family, and any of his future caregivers. This is an important topic, and I'm sure that having Bruce's name attached to it will only bring more awareness to frontotemporal dementia, or FTD. I would also like to extend an invitation for the Willis family for some one-on-one coaching in dealing with dementia. I can be reached via email or answersabout.alz.org. Frontotemporal dementia in particular can be very difficult for family members. FTD is a progressive, degenerative disease of the brain, and there currently is no cure. Frontotemporal dementia does not discriminate between men and women and typically starts earlier than a diagnosis of Alzheimer's disease. The average age of diagnosis is 58 years old. As the name implies, this dementia affects the frontal and temporal lobes of the brain. The frontal lobe is located here behind your forehead and is responsible for things like planning, decision-making, judgment, reasoning, movement, social skills, speaking, and deciphering what is appropriate or inappropriate behavior, self-control, and self-soothing. FTD is particularly tough on caregivers and the family members. When a person has frontotemporal dementia and they are suffering from inappropriate behaviors, it is extremely important that family and caregivers have the tools and the skills that they need to prepare for the upcoming situations. Those with frontotemporal dementia or FTD will find it difficult to express emotions, and they will not understand or be able to interpret your emotions. It's not that they don't care anymore, but they literally can't care. This can be extremely difficult for family members. Other difficult symptoms is that the person may experience changes in personality. Our personalities are what make us unique. They are what makes us who we are. With the damage to the frontal lobe, this person does not understand what is appropriate or socially acceptable. They may say mean, rude, or racist things with no understanding of what they just said. Those with FTD may also have heightened sex drives or say or do sexually inappropriate behaviors like pinching or making lewd comments. They may believe that acts such as bathing, dressing, and toileting are sexual advances. People with this type of dementia no longer have control over their inhibitions. When a person with neurodegeneration loses the ability to control impulses, they may also appear to be totally insensitive. They no longer understand their own emotions or the emotions of others. It's important that caregivers realize that this is not done intentionally, and the person no longer understands that they are hurting someone else's feelings. Frontotemporal dementia can also have compulsive type behaviors like hoarding or repetitive motor movements like clapping or tapping their feet. They may also have some oral fixations such as clicking their tongue or eating items that are not food, or they might be constantly putting things into their mouth. As the language area portion of the brain is affected, the person may no longer understand the meaning of words or how everyday household items and objects work or what their function is. If someone you love has been diagnosed with FTD, you need to get educated and learn how you can best help the person with dementia. Remember that they still love you, even if they can no longer show it. We will be posting a full video on frontotemporal dementia that was already pre-scheduled to air on YouTube on Tuesday, February 21st at 1 p.m. Eastern Time. And again, we would like to send all of our well wishes to Bruce Willis and his family, and we appreciate them coming forward and sharing Bruce's story with the dementia community.